As far as I'm concerned, if you just had 3 packed shows and then you get to steal fruit, that's a cherry on top. I'm gonna go home with a motherfucking fruit basket.
So you broke in Lancaster comedy scene. What about you?
I started in LA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't realize
doing
that.
bringer shows in off.
Wow, like Flappers.
I did Formosa Cafe was the first place I ever did, and I got on because my friend who I graduated with in college, he used to go there. He used to run a karaoke show after their like weekly showcase, and I used to just watch the show for free. So one day I'm like, hey, I kind of want to do this. And then dude was like, oh, well, you can bring 10 people and you can get on. And I was like, I didn't know that was a scam until like...
Nah, but I mean, listen, people shit on bringer shows. I mean, the more we move up, don't you get it a little bit?
Like
I get as the business side of it.
Yeah.
First of all, and you got to think about what you get out of it.
Yeah.
You get a good quality tape because you got support. If you
I completely understand.
And then also the thing is, like, doing your own show is like technically a bringer show because you got to bring your audience and stuff.
I mean, it's pretty. It only sucks when you realize how many friends you actually have.
Yeah, no, it's really
that's
the thing is like all my friends were like these fucking poor ass like gutter punks. They were like
because you're not buying them good gifts. Yeah. You were talking earlier about real friends giving gifts. It's like
my friend. No, it was one of those things where it's like, what you do, and my friend just pointed at a big ass bottle of vodka. It was like that. And I was like, all right.
Doesn't it look like we're in a deposition right now?
Yeah,
like, you guys are working me and Dorian's case.
I was gonna say this is the weirdest. This looks like an interrogation.
No, well, when you first walked in, you said it was a pretty good production.
No, it's nice. It looks nice, but right now it
the
just
lights
looks
on
like
us. We're both wearing blue.
Yeah.
Like you guys are in your.
We're about to plead the fifth.
Yeah, you guys are in cop sweaters.
It's a little late for that now. You done gave up a lot. We were gonna bring the chips in soon. The rest of you get out of here.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
So how'd you guys both end up in Philly? You want to take the lead here?
Well, okay, yeah. I moved to.
He's definitely for the fans.
I moved to Philly in 2016, I think. But that was because I was tired of living where I was in Lancaster.
It had nothing to do with the comedy scene?
I didn't want to go to New York.
I don't blame you.
I didn't want to go to New York. That was it. That was literally it. Because I didn't want to go to New York, and I was doing web design. I could work from anywhere. So I could go wherever I wanted, but I just didn't want to. I was like, Philly's easiest right here. And they're getting, the punchline was coming, and I was like, oh, people are probably going to start coming
like opportunity.
Yeah, there's more opportunity here.
Because New York's
that's basically my story, except instead of Lancaster, it was Ohio, and I had done the Helium John, Philly's Funniest, and I had moved on.
I seen, by the way, a little off topic. I seen your Kill Tony set.
Yeah,
dude, fucking good. Were you happy with it?
Yeah, no, it's funny because like,
I didn't know you did the show.
I was like it's funny because I was like so tired, and I was already like kind of jaded about comedy. I'm like, it's fucking. Every time I met Tony Hinchcliffe, he's always been kind of it's just who he is. He's kind of an asshole.
Off the mic.
Yeah, he's actually a very friendly guy. Like, because after that, like, I started talking to him, and I got to open for fucking Watkins, like, last year.
Oh, that's what's up.
And now I'm just like, oh, those guys are nice.
No, I'm just saying, like, I didn't even know you did it. What year was that? When did
it had to be like 2 years ago now.
Like a year? I don't know.
No, last year got washed. It's like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
3 years ago.
It's 2 years ago now. Or a year and a half.
No, because it was before the first tour. Or after.
It was before.
It was after the first one, before the second one.
Yeah.
Because when we did the second one, people were like, yo, you were on Kill Tony.
Yeah.
Wait, did you do it?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but it's so funny because that was the one time I got to look at LeMaire, watch LeMaire eat his own words, because we're literally on the road, right? And he's going, Dorian, nobody gives a fuck about Kill Tony, man. And then we get to the club, the one like the club spot, and people were like, "How'd you hear about it?" We remember you from Kill Tony.
That's like me when it comes to podcasts.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to admit it.
Yeah.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
People are like, you should do a pod. I'm like, everybody does a podcast.
Yeah.
At the time, there was maybe like 4,000.
Yeah.
Now there's like 4 million. Let's dive in. It's like fucking.
God damn it.
So how'd you get that spot on Kill Tony?
I literally
Through Helium.
Yeah, no, you just signed. It was just signing up. What is it? One of the managers, because I was there every week anyway. I do their video, so it was just like the only person. My buddy, our buddy Kevin O'Fee, he really wanted to go. And I was like, okay, yeah, I guess I'll I'll roll with you. And I hit up dude, be like, yo, can you sign us up? And he signed us up. We both got on. And yeah, I don't.
You know,
I literally went in with the expectation.
Just to give you, I don't think Mike knows what the show is.
Yeah. I'm just smiling.
So basically, Kill Tony is a show. I think it developed the Comedy Store. Right?
It's like an open mic on the podcast.
So they basically they do a panel. They do a panel, and I mean, I think it's fair to say the comics that go up there, they're open micers or maybe even
not even
or maybe even less.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a panel of pro comics. Like Bill Burr's been on the panel, Dom Herrera. I've seen one with Tony Rock.
Yeah.
But Tony Hitchcliffe, is that his name? Tony
Hitchcliffe is
he's the guy that created the show.
Creator,
so basically you go up for, I think it's a minute or two, right?
It's a minute.
And you got to do your best stand up in front of a crowd and them. And then afterwards, they critique you, right?
Yeah, they roast you or they interview you, whatever. Yeah. They're just finding, so
it can either go really great, or it could be like terrible. And I'm just like, one day I'm just looking up Philly comedians, and he popped up, and he had a fucking great set on it. And I was just like, I didn't even know you did the show. I'm a fan of Kill Tony.
It's just so funny because it's a joke I just thought of like that week. And I'm like, this is too mean to tell anywhere. And then I was like, well, fuck it. I guess I'm going to tell it publicly now. Now I'm going to tell it to a country.
Why? It went viral? Like, it got
I mean, I don't know like if the bit went viral, but I know that I got a lot of, I did get people were like, I fucking love that joke. And I was like, thank God.
did any opportunity come out of doing the Kill Tony? Or
I got to feature for Watkins in North Carolina at Good Nights, which was nice.
Oh, that's what's up.
Now I'm hitting. Can I come back? The thing is, everybody brings their own like hosts and features now, so it's kind of hard to get close.
Yeah. Well, you also don't know what you're going to get out of situations like that, like with the whole Kill Tony thing. Like we did a podcast with Brett Ernst.
Yeah,
he headlined here in
Brett
AC.
Ernst is so funny.
Yeah,
and we went through, and he was cool as shit. We talked to him backstage, and we ended up building a relationship there. Yeah. He invited us up to his suite, and we were drinking all night.
Yeah,
and it was just a really fun experience.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So now you make that connection.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing is because doing video was when I was meeting most of these like headliners and stuff, and even just going to hang out. Like it's like it's one of the most important things is hanging out on top of like.
Oh, it's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Right?
It's almost more important than jokes. Almost.
Yeah.
So he always had a problem with chilling.
Yeah.
No, I do too now. Like I don't like hanging out till 3 a.m. most nights now because like, dude, I got fucking.
But Mike's always had kids.
Always had that. As soon as I was built enough to make them, I got them on. And but I've never been a guy that like hang out with a bunch of people unless I know them. Like just to be there, I'm kind of like just to do my jokes and leave.
Yeah.
And you're a little bit of an asshole too. You're like. Pick fights with people and shit.
They do it to me first. I think I have that short anger thing with me.
Napoleon.
Yeah.
No, I'm the same way, man. That's why. That's why. Like, I'm even if I hang out, most people don't remember me because I either don't say shit or I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Everybody's all 6 foot and shit.
I'm good at talking to people.
He'll talk to anybody. He'll talk to anybody.
I'm not smart.
No,
the topics aren't good.
No, this dude is.
I just
every time we go on the road, everybody loves LeMaire. That's one thing I will say. It's like I'm not fucking friendly.
Some people he'll talk to anybody. Like when I first met him, I was leaving and he just walked. He blocked the exit.
Yeah, he's like, "What's up, man?"
Just don't insult me or hurt my feelings. It gets weird.
No, in all honesty, that's how we met, you and I, because you just came up to me, you started telling me like, "Dude, your set is really fun." And you were like being real nice, and I'm like.
You kept checking for your wallet,
no, I was like,
is he hitting on me?
I was like, is this guy trying? You want my number? But it was like, I mean, it was nice, man.
I got that only child syndrome. I need friends.
Yeah.
No, a lot of the people I end up befriending are usually very nice people. Like,
in spite of you.
Yeah, really, it's like a weird. I swear to God, I think, and it's like now it's in my head like. I'm such a fucking dumb idiot because I'm like in my head like, are they being nice to me? It's like a fuck you to my own anger.
No, when I moved to Chicago, that was really strange because I had no contacts there at all. Like when I was in Chicago for 2 years doing comedy, and I was new.
Yeah.
So one, I wasn't good.
I think when you left Philly, I just moved here.
And that's what happened. When I came back from the Chicago comedy scene, you two were like in the Philly area, and you were really making noise. Like everybody knew you guys. I know you don't want to. No, I'm just saying. And that's another thing that I love about you guys is because nobody wants to be friends with the comedian that admits he's terrific. Nobody likes that comic.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like when I came around, you guys knew everywhere to do spot because I was away for a while. Yeah. And that's how we all connected. And then, and Chris Conton started coming back to Philly and everything. We were all in like the same circle for a little bit. So.
Yeah. And I learned about you guys through him. Yeah. I was like, who'd you talk to tonight?
No, his kids are getting older now. So Mike's like slowly crawling back into the comedy scene.
How old are your kids now? How many are there?
There's 3 that I know of.
Okay.
There's 3. Yeah. There's 3, but they're.
I'm gonna guess 116.
Yeah, right on. You haven't been in my window or anything like that.
I got a grown man who's also a comedian. One's got to be 16.
I'm just guessing black
16,
shit.
10, and then
3.
I slipped up and got a 3-year-old.
How'd I know?
3. Yeah, that's when you mess up. You know how he had the face, the sad face. You did it again.
Yeah. It's always like, all right, okay.
Everybody, that's just adults who do stand up. It's like, it'd be like, I got kids. Oh, you got kids. All right.
No, it's because like I feel like it's like, all right, it's been a while. I'm slipping up.
Make sure this thing still works.
Yeah. It's always either you got a baby or you got fucking multiple kids of different ages. It's like those are the two.
Because comedy gets lonely. You gotta build. I don't make friends, so I gotta build them.
That's what I dread about New York is like. Right before COVID hit, I was going up there for a year. Remember, I would ask you. Yeah, you want to take a ride? I was going up. Right before Chris Conton.
You were going up, I think, around the time that I was working in Manhattan.
I was commuting up there, and I was hanging out with Chris when he was doing spots in New York. Chris Conton when he was doing spots in New York.
Yeah.
COVID hit, and it kind of messed up the rhythm because I was like going up there a lot, and then. The one thing I hate about New York is it really is starting over when you break into a new scene.
Yeah.
So like I'm always trying to get a carpool of guys together. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It makes sense to go to a place like that.
But it doesn't like work when you like carpool of guys because then like you get up early.
Now you gotta wait for everybody else.
Everybody has to wait. Yeah.
You just gotta go up. I'm ready to go to the next spot. You just gotta wait for them to go up.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was fun. I never said it was fun. I just said I want to like go through the hard times with other people there, so I don't quit.
This is the thing though. With New York, I could easily do like that's a spot where that's a place where people shit on the bringer shows, but that's a place where you could definitely because it's very easy to pull people. Be like, hey, you want to come watch a comedy show? People are like, yes, it's only fucking $10. I don't have to.
Oh yeah, and they're everywhere. There's a bunch of people outside. Yeah. The numbers game. There's 1,000 everywhere.
Yeah, but I don't. We talk about a lot how the recipe really might change with COVID. Mm-hmm. Before it's like you level out in this city that's not New York or LA. And then you want to bounce it. You want to bounce there to see what your full potential is. No one knows if New York or LA's if it's going to ever be back.
Yeah. Well, it definitely will though.
It will, but places that are so populated like that are going to have so much regulation. That's the only thing.
I feel like the recipe has to change, but like it was changing before, a little bit before.
In what
COVID.
Way?
COVID just made it like change faster.
No, social media was the thing that was being like, oh, I can do like Ali Sadiq, is still based out of Texas.
Yeah.
Like Stuart Huff still based out of Georgia. Like all these like headliners.
Yeah, but they spent time in Manhattan. They spent time in LA. They may have not committed to the scene, but
but you have to go there because that's where the industry was at the moment. But now the industry is everywhere, so you don't really necessarily have to go there anymore.
The other thing too, man, is that like certain places like that, it looks like everyone has their home club, no matter where they go. Mm-hmm. Like whether it's the Cellar or like the Strip or whatever. It's just like people have their spot that's the spot they generally go to a lot. So it's like you could do that anywhere.
Yeah.
That's, I mean,
but I always find out it's kind of hard. Like if you start off at a club, like you start comedy and you start at a club, it's kind of hard to grow there because they leave you like, oh yeah, you're just give you a spot. But if you're out of town, people you kind of get more respect if you go up there and you hit. But from your hometown, they know you. They're like, I know I can throw you $20.
What are you doing, you little runt?
Oh no,
that's one thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, there's a couple of things like. I listen to podcasts every now and then. I remember Ari Shaffir saying one time that you never get respect in the scene that you started.
Oh, yeah.
Some people are going to have a hard time ever getting the first impression they got of you out of their head.
Yeah.
So that's why it's always good to start in a new scene when you're polished and you're hitting them with a lot of punchlines. You know what I'm saying? But the other thing is, if you're one of these people that kill quick and you're getting respect in your scene, you get a lot of referrals and you get a lot of opportunities. Like if you're working at a premier club, So now we're at a point where comedians with podcasts and their own platform, they can make you right away based on, he's funny as shit.
Yeah.
So now when their boys looking for an opener or something, they can give you a referral. So it definitely is different now.
Yeah.
You know. Didn't mean to make it awkward.
No.
It's true.
I kind of was like, I wish it could have been back like toward the 90s and 80s where you just
the Ninja Turtle cup in the shot. I just realized that.
Oh yeah, no, I got Mikey pointing frontwards on purpose.
I would have liked to have more just the stand up, the old school, the way it was. Like you go
get paid in bricks of coke. Yes,
I still get paid that way. What are you talking about?
Oh man.
I don't know. Social media. I'm just now doing anything on social media because of Steve. Like in the podcast, I'm like, I'll go out here and try this. I have a thing about talking into a screen. I feel weird.
Have you heard about the silhouette challenge?
I can't do that challenge.
No, I mean,
I watch people.
Yeah, that's what
I watch it.
Yeah,
it's just hard for me to do it.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you can get involved by watching.
I mean, people are becoming comedians. They're becoming internet comics first, then becoming stand-ups.
Yeah.
And I never knocked that.
Yeah.
I was never one of these people that was like, oh, he ain't a comedian. Like, you have an audience.
Yeah.
And you're willing to put the work in and like really get up there and bomb and load. There's potential.
But in this game, it's whatever loophole you can find. Almost like I mean. There's great
no
people
rules.
who haven't been.
Yeah. You've definitely heard me rant about that though, where I've been like, I can't believe fucking what is it? Stifler's mom is getting weekends. This bitch don't do stand up. Like I've been that guy, but at the same time, I'm just like, yeah, of course they got the fucking weekend. They have a draw.
Do you know how many quality stage time opportunities I've gotten from working with people that aren't stand ups? Like, God rest his soul, I opened for Screech at Parks Casino.
Yeah.
I mean, no disrespect.
Trust the dust. Trust the dust.
That's where your head goes, you sick bastard.
Yeah. There's a story behind that one, but yeah.
But it's like he packed a room.
Yeah.
Like I got in front of 3-4 years in, I got in front of a crowd of 350.
Yeah.
When I was doing bar shows in front of 9 that were watching the Eagles game above my head.
Yeah. It's just like people, they don't realize, they see they're like, oh, he's taking my spot. It's like, no, it's an opportunity for you to perform in front of people you would never performed in front of before.
Right. Mick Foley. I opened for Mick Foley.
How was that? That
I'm a diehard wrestling fan, and he was my favorite.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Mankind is my favorite wrestler.
And an experience came out of it. You know, they were a wrestling crowd is a really weird, like for a stand up, it's completely different. They just want to hear the stories.
Yeah.
You know, who else? Jay Chandra Sanzar.
Jay, from
Jay Chandra Sanzar. From Super Troopers.
Yeah.
I think he's more known as a director, right?
Now,
producer.
Probably now.
Than he was as a like. It was weird as a stand up, opening for him. I'm up there. I'm doing crowd work. I'm doing my jokes.
Broken Lizard.
He's in the back with a script.
Yeah, like reading for a set
to do his hour.
Yeah.
It was
he's got it out. He's got it It
was the weirdest thing, and then like a projector dropped down, and he's like talking like it's a board meeting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's doing because he does more like a one man show than he does a set.
But again, he did 3 sold out shows Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
So it's like,
oh yeah, one of the I was supposed to open for Jason Mewes before COVID, and I was like, I would love to do.
I opened for him too.
Yeah,
in
like
Syracuse.
Yeah, like his face looks weird now, but it's like I would like. It's still Jason. It's fucking Jay from Jay and Silent Bob. You know what I mean? Like that's.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
you just
I
gotta...
know that crowd's gonna be packed because, like, yeah, it gets a bunch of dumb people who are like, I love Jay and Silent Bob. It's like, yeah,
they get like these people that aren't comedians. They get like a
it's
cult.
nostalgia, dude. It's
They get like a cult following. What were you saying about Screech? A funny story behind it. Do you want to share that?
Okay. It's a.
Because you guys both laughed. Like,
there's a comedian. Well, he was a comedian in Baltimore. I don't know if his name was Mike Finazzo. He has this joke where he used to open for. He opened for Dozen Diamond. He picked him up from an airport. He took him to the hotel, and Dozen Diamond was like, "You gotta listen, dude. You ever get hungry? You could walk into any hotel and take the fruit." And then he was like, "Trust the dust."
Man, that's how he was living. That's sad to me. No way. He was traveling town to town, stealing fruit from hotels.
It's free fruit.
Oh my God, that really got me upset.
I don't know, man. I used to look as a man who's done AV in hotel buildings. It's like they throw away a lot of fruit. You might as well steal it. Like it just. As far as I'm concerned, if you just had 3 packed shows and then you get to steal fruit, that's a cherry on top. I'm gonna go home with a motherfucking fruit basket.
I'm not a real fruit guy, but if they had hoagies, I'm taking them up.
As men who have stolen from many hotel breakfasts.
Have you guys done any Zoom comedy shows? I'm curious what you think about that.
Yeah,
we've done a couple.
It's okay. It's not bad. It's like it's
usually a hang.
It's just a placebo. Yeah.
Like just another outlet to just do comedy.
But it doesn't like really feel like it.
Yeah, I got one to do Katrina Braxton on the 13th. She has one on there, and I haven't done one yet. And I was like, do you just run through your jokes or just wait for laughter? I don't want to wait, and there's never going to come.
Some people like you make them leave their mic on, but pay attention like you would at a show. But it's harder because they're in their homes. So you just gotta. Sometimes you can make people keep their mics on and they'll laugh, and it's not bad. Yeah. That's not bad. That's where it feels like more like stand up when people are laughing. And put it in gallery mode too. In gallery mode, you can see everybody. So then
facial
you're like,
expression.
It's like, these people are here.
What about the ones that aren't like you're dead on their face?
Yeah, you do. Just like you do in a real show. You ignore the shit out of them, or you make fun of them,
or you talk to you're like, "Hey, admin, can you cut their video?" I don't need to see that.
Ant Moore has a great method for it because he actually opens up by asking everybody to turn their mics on, and turn on their thing so he can see their faces, like them reacting.
Okay.
Yeah,
which makes sense because otherwise, I don't know if you heard my jokes. I can't fucking do Zoom. I can't do nothing. Like I'm already in a quiet ass room. I don't want to feel worse.
I did one Zoom show, and I was just like, I spent 8 years trying to get comfortable with public speaking and being me.
Yeah.
And now I'm like in a room by myself with like I rent an apartment. By the way, I rent an apartment.
You're not just
they hear me down there screaming my material.
You're in your room, not just any room. You're in your room doing your jokes. And you're like, these weren't made for here. Like, I wrote these here, but they're not supposed to be said here.
but people are like banking off of it, and it might be something that stays. Like these corporate
it's probably going to stay. It's a thing.
I don't know if I like feeding off the crowd. I mean, whether laughs or not, like I like that feeling of the crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And giving them, and whether they laugh, like I said, whether they laugh or not or whatever, but just looking at a bunch of faces, I don't know. It's going to. It just seems weird. It takes away.
What's your take on like outdoor comedy?
I love outdoor comedy. Depends on the weather.
Yeah,
I like it. I don't know.
Do you think that's going to stay?
Yeah, I've been doing. I was doing outdoor comedy before the pandemic.
Was that a Lancaster thing?
No, it was. I was doing hippie festivals.
No, dude, I was like when I first started, when I wasn't getting like I don't want to do another bringer show. I would go to like fucking punk shows and just grab a mic in between, bottles hurled at me or whatever. But fucking doesn't hurt me to get on stage and just
that bottle might hurt.
That's why you do one of these and he's fucking good.
I don't remember any outside shows like happening before this.
Yeah,
I used to basements, backyards.
No, well I'm just saying like outdoor. That's like not what stand-ups. Yeah. Like remember when Kevin Hart did the stadium?
Yeah, and it was weird.
A lot of stand-ups were like, I get it, but I don't like.
Where did the laughs go?
It's about a smoky, tight room, right?
But versus now, where they have to do outdoors, and the way you laugh is by honking your horn for your car, like drive-in comedy. I
don't think I can do that.
That's awkward.
Yeah,
honk your horn.
Yeah,
I haven't done one of those, but it's like a money-making thing. I feel like.
Dude, I would do that. I'm gonna record a video of myself just blocking traffic one day, just being like, "Look, I'm fucking crushing." Get out of the road, asshole.
I had this idea. Well, now I know if it's out there, it gets stolen off of there. But I had this idea when COVID first hit, where you would do crowd work on the back of a truck. Yeah. When you stop at like a red light or a stop sign, that'd be funny. Like you just start fucking with people.
You remember when people used to throw roll of quarters at people? That would probably be a
Where's that at? Where's that?
Philly.
Oh, do that in my neighborhood.
Jesus Christ, a roll of quarters. Who's got $10 to throw away? Like, I'm gonna hit him. You better hit him. You better make sure he knocks out on the first throw.
They went to the bank and was like, "Here,
this cost me $10.
I need quarters." Why do you need
chingling
quarters?
is a satisfaction, though.
No, yeah,
the chingling
for sure. Like, yeah, no. If they fall down like Sonic, where it's like, yo, yeah, Sonic rings. Like, oh man.
So is the Raven Lounge show on Thursdays? Is that indoors or that's outside?
Yeah, it's indoors.
Oh, it is.
Raven Lounge. I haven't been there in a while, man.
Tight area, right?
Yeah. Wait, let's not talk about Raven.
Oh, okay. We gotta edit that out.
You don't have to edit it out.
I'll always have respect for that venue because when I started, that's where I got stage time. Yeah. And then Chris Cotton, before he passed, was really pushing it. Yeah. Like really going on the queue on Fox and everything. So
it's just weird right now because open mic comedy indoors is slowly coming back, and it's very clear that people do not know how to control their alcohol level.
Yeah, and also Ravens,
that's really what it is. No one can handle their liquor.
And Ravens is not really ready for people to come back into it.
Okay, so I'm deleting all this.
You don't have to.
I open mics. I tell you, I kind of stopped going to open mics. Kind of like maybe after a few years after doing it, I know a lot of people who say they can go to open mics and try out material, but I always felt like I get a better judge of my material from going to a real crowd. Yeah. Open mics. I know a lot of people say go and work it out, and even if you don't get laughs, build that skin. I was like, or I could just be better at jokes and I won't have to get that skin.
You know what I mean? Well, that is a privileged sentence if you're getting booked a lot. That's the one thing is like a lot of dudes who go to open mics all the time aren't dudes that get booked a lot. They think, if I keep going, I'll get booked, and then you end up just being another dude just drinking at the bar.
Yeah, and that's
a trap.
Yeah, that's another thing too, because then I'll go up, and everybody at the open mic say, "Man, that was a killer set." No, you wasn't. No, it wasn't. You didn't even laugh.
Killing at an open mic is like, it's like
So I've just started building my sets off. The jokes I know that work, slide the new ones in the middle. Yeah. And then if it doesn't do well, I'll apologize with a better joke.
I usually do something similar. I warn the crowd, be like, "Hey, can I try a new joke? I don't know how this is going to work." Usually they're excited. I want to hear something fucking not ready. And if it bombs, you're like, "Hey, I told you it wasn't good yet." And then it makes them laugh.
I mean, with that being said, we all had to like dive back into the open mic scene a little bit with this that happened.
Yeah. I mean, I needed that just to be in front of people again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you guys said, you can get up a couple times a week now in Philly.
Yeah.
Shout out those venues real quick.
Yeah, 2 Street on Tuesdays. Raven on Mondays. 2 Street on Tuesdays. South House on Wednesdays. Raven on Thursdays. And then there's one on Saturdays for
in Ben Salem.
In Ben Salem, comedy at the Crick. And I can't remember what that place is called, but you can sign up for that. You just gotta.
Yeah, if you look up Triggered Radio or Comedy on the Crick, that's
I don't think it's Triggered Radio anymore.
It's not?
No.
All right. Well, I signed up and they didn't put me on, so fuck.
And real quick, what's you guys want to like tell them about your channel now?
Yeah, we don't have a channel because like fucking, I don't want to make a new page to manage. And
we're honestly tired of making channels.
I thought you had that. I seen the trailer on your Instagram.
Oh, the show. Yeah. Oh, Wow, it's live.
Oh, yeah. That's for Wow TV.
We're working on, we're doing some things with that.
Yeah. We're only writers on the TVs. We're comedy writers.
Yeah.
We put together a show.
Yeah, just follow us on the internet. Follow me at LeMaire Lee, and that's at LEMAIRELEE. And you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Pornhub, Twitter, Tinder, Japanese Grinder. That's a Hoagie website. Russian people meet. And ChernobylExperiments.com/LeMaire Lee. You can find me at all of those. Yes.
You know what the great thing about that is he's not fucking around. I have seen his porn. I have seen his porn. I have seen his stand up on Pornhub, and it's hard to jack off to. You can catch me on all the platforms at Dirty Deeds. It's DURRDEEDEEDZ. It's a lot, I know. Or just search Dorian Vasquez on YouTube. You can also see my Kill Tony just type in Kill Tony Philly. You'll probably find one of them. I've been on it twice.
Awesome. Guys, thanks for coming out to the Shure Ball Breaking with Mike and Steve. That's our show. Thank you.